Are you a procrastinator? Do your palms sweat when you do a business presentation? Mindy Ash has helped hundreds of people through hypnotherapy, but there are still a lot of misconceptions about hypnosis. Here's Mindy to explain how it works.
So Kathy, go ahead and close your eyes. Very good. And I want you to go ahead and take a deep breath. Good, and exhale. And just send a wave of relaxation from the top of your head all the way down to the tips of your toes. Good, Kathy. I'm Mindy Ash, and I help people become career changers. Well, I used to be a professional salesperson. I was the sales director for This Week Oahu, and I also worked for Nippon Golden Network, NGN, and was their sales director for television ad sales. And I had a colleague and a friend that wanted to be a motivational speaker. And through just some research and investigation, we really discovered that words are very, very powerful, and how we phrase our sentences and interact with audiences when public speaking can make a big difference in how we come across. And so I started doing some research and found that learning hypnosis could help me be a more effective communicator and speaker. And so I went back to school for that. And now I'm helping people make positive changes in their life. And it's very rewarding. You've got projects that you're working on, and that sometimes you find that you'll get distracted, less focused, and you want to increase your focus. Is that correct? Mm-hmm, that's right. Okay, great. So what we're going to do first is we're going to talk a bit about how the mind works and about hypnosis, because there's a lot of misconceptions about hypnosis. Hypnosis is actually utilized at the Mayo Clinic and Scripps Ranch in San Diego and Cedars-Sinai. And Kaiser Permanente actually did a hypnosis study with clients or patients that were going into surgery, and the patients were given a pre-surgery hypnosis audio to help relieve stress and anxiety prior to the surgery. And what they found was that during the research that the people that used the hypnosis audio healed quicker and needed less pain medication and were out of the hospital in a shorter amount of time. I started in 2006, and initially I received education in helping people stop smoking. And I started my practice and was seeing clients, and then I decided I wanted to help people achieve other goals. So I went back to school at the Hypnotherapy Academy, and I learned clinical hypnosis, which means that I can actually work with clients that have medical issues. I have clients that have physiological issues like irritable bowel syndrome and so forth. So when a client first comes in to see me, we sit and talk for about 25 minutes first about what the goal is that they're wanting to achieve and about their past, as well as we talk about hypnosis and how the mind works, because there's a lot of misconceptions about hypnosis because of stage shows and the way it's portrayed on television. There's a barrier that forms between the ages of 7 and 11 years old. It's called the critical faculty of the conscious mind. And so young children are actually in hypnosis. Some properties of the subconscious mind are our imagination, our emotions, our long-term memory, and it runs our body. It runs our autonomic nervous system. Fortunately, we don't have to think about breathing or blinking or our heart pumping blood. It all happens automatically. And that's why medical facilities utilize hypnosis, because we're dealing with the body and healing. I might have a client come in that has a fear of public speaking and just has taken perhaps a new sales job where they have to do presentations, and they're actually having a physiological response when they go and do a presentation. They might notice that they're shaking or their palms are sweating. Sometimes what happens when we're younger is we might have what's called an initial sensitizing event. Perhaps when we were in the 3rd grade, we were called upon to come up to the front of the class and do a presentation. Perhaps the teacher asked us to write the word cat on the chalkboard. And we go up there and we misspell it. We put K-A-T up there, and the teacher scolds us and the kids laugh at us, and we go back to our seat. Well, later on in life, we could become a successful business professional in all regards and just still have a fear of public speaking. And if someone asked us why, generally we wouldn't know why. We wouldn't say, oh gosh, in 3rd grade something happened to me. The good news is with hypnotherapy, we can actually trace back to that initial sensitizing event that caused the problem and turn it around so a person can release that and build their confidence in speaking more comfortably. Hypnosis has been shown to be highly successful for achieving goals, but of course it's not the magic bullet. It's not going to work for everybody. There needs to be a level of readiness for change. So when a client calls me, I do ask them questions. I run them through a screening process to make sure that they truly have a desire for the result, that they really want to stop smoking, not that they feel like they should or they have to. Perhaps family members are bothering them to stop smoking. They have to want to do it for themselves.
After the break, you'll hear the rest of the story. So just sit back, relax. You're not going to touch that remote. You love Career Changers TV.